welcome back. And as promised, we do a bit of a wrap up with Peter. It's Peter Mazzucato from Pt4. And it is just this changing job market and the new career coaches like yourself. I know Pt4 is probably one of the leaders in Australia, seeing the trends of where things are going. People, what I thought we might just do before you have to go, I'm conscious of your time, but there's obviously people out there now watching that have just been made redundant. That horrible shock has come.
Yep.
Because I thought I had a job here for a long time.
Yep.
And all of a sudden I've just been told, sorry, but you're no longer required. What should they be doing now, apart from jumping on the phone and ringing you? Obviously, hopefully they will. What's the first steps you should do when you've just been told, sorry, don't come Monday?
Yeah, sure. It's a terrible thing when you're in that situation, for sure. Look, I've worked with people being made redundant in all sorts of industries over a period of time, and you know, people's situations vary. Some people get quite tidy redundancy packages, and some people just show on the door. Okay. Now, regardless of whatever your situation is, people underestimate the amount of time that it's going to take them to go and find themselves a job. Now, I know a lot of people think, do you know what? I've been working a long time. I'm going to go and take a holiday and buy myself a caravan, or I'm going to do whatever I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Now, I would strongly suggest that probably the first thing they need to do before they do any of those sort of things is actually, yes, do have a break, do stop for a minute, but to actually just take a look at your finances and just try and get an understanding about how long your funds are going to last for, what sort of support that you've got. Now, there's actually organisations out there that can actually help you from a financial basis. There's financial support people that can assist you, just to get a bit of an idea about, okay, well, what can I do? How can I make my money last a bit longer? So that's the first thing, is take a look at your finances and make sure that you've got a good understanding about how you're going to make your repayments, how long your money's going to last for. So that's the first thing. Second thing, of course, is to actually sit down and have a bit of a think and a bit of a plan about what your strategies are going to be as well. Now, a lot of people go about things, sometimes it's a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. They'll start going out there, applying for jobs all over the place. Sometimes it's not necessarily the best idea, make it known to absolutely every man out there about that you're actually looking for work, because you may not want everybody to know that you're looking for work. Okay, so you do actually need to plan that a little bit better, and have a bit of a think about. What is it? Where do you want to go? Okay, where do you want to go next? Then take a look at perhaps some of the associations that are out there in your industry. Get an understanding about what the trends are that are happening out there right now. Is the area I'm working in, is it growing? Is it contracting? Are there other closely related areas that I could potentially be working in as well? Are there any skill gaps that I have right now? Are there any areas of educational training that I might need that might be beneficial right now? So that would be a first place to start off with before doing anything.
So really, when you're talking of that, you really come back to some basic principles, aren't you? Really going, okay, where is it I want to be after I've had my holiday in my caravan and so forth? Where is it? Get it down before you go on your holiday.
Yep.
And really, you're just talking about the resources you've got at the moment to fulfill that, and so that enables you to see any gaps there.
Yep.
And then you said to have a look at some of the different companies, so some of the options that are available to you, and some of those organisations you can be networking with and maybe having contacts with. So you're really doing some just pretty simplistic planning, but when you've suddenly been made redundant, do you say to people, analyse what you were doing in the job and analyse why you were made redundant? Sometimes it's purely the company's downsizing.
Yeah, sure.
But sometimes it can be that the trends have changed.
Well, that's true, Mike.
Wagon wheel builders are no longer required.
Exactly. So there's a bunch of reasons why your position may have been made redundant, but it's also the trends that are out there in your industry as well. You want to be taking a look at some of the trends that are out there as well. Get an idea about where things are going.
And one thing I did like about when we were talking before, so someone loses their job and they come and talk to you before they go on the holiday, or maybe they decided maybe the holiday's not a good idea, the money won't last that long. You talked niching. Gives them a really good opportunity, not I'm at a disadvantage, but gives them an opportunity to reset where they are?
Well, absolutely, Mike. This is a great opportunity for them to look at their careers and reassess things. Quite often when people are working, they don't often think about or have the time or the energy or the inclination sometimes to go about that. So this is a really good time to take a look at things. You know, being made redundant, although it can be traumatic in some cases, it can also be a blessing as well. It gives people the opportunity to take a look at what they're doing and reassess and see if the pathway that they're on is really the way that they want to be going, or if it might be an opportunity to look at some changes.
Now, I suppose it's the other side of the same coin. I'm still employed, but I've got this gut feeling, Peter. Things in my place may be changing. I don't know, but I've got this gut feeling. Or maybe you can just feel something in yourself. But I'm currently employed. Can I still come and see someone like yourself and start making future plans? Do you get that as being advantageous for these people as well?
Oh, absolutely, Mike. I mean, if you feel, it may not even be that you feel that your position may be getting a bit precarious. It could be that you might be worried about your industry and where things are going as well. So if you're currently working somewhere now, that would actually be an ideal time to actually seek out a career advisor or career counsellor to discuss what options are available, because you've got time up your sleeve.
Yes.
You know, you've got the resources as well, and you can make plans and put things into place so that if the unimaginable were to happen, then you'd be prepared. You'd be a lot more prepared. And in any case, the reality is that we all need to be managing our careers a lot more.
I think it's really, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's really coming down to a stage where once upon a time it was if I get made redundant, and now it's not if, it's just going to be a matter of when.
Absolutely. Look, those trends are happening more and more. And so, look, the future, we don't live in the future. It's hard to say where things are going to be eventually. But if the current trends are persisting as they are, we're going to see casualisation of the workforce. We're going to see people reskilling on a more frequent basis. We're going to be seeing people either managing or getting someone to help manage their careers more effectively. And we're basically going to see a speed up of change.
I suppose one thing you've said all along, and what I do like about Pellington, is the confidence you give people. You take their base skill sets and you go, look, it's not a big leap. You just take these little incrementals and you just keep, as you said, it's career management. It's not career throw it out the door and see now where a new job is. And we're talking offline, even when you talked about automation and AIs coming in and offshoring, there's still people required here, but just with slightly different skill sets at the moment. When you formed Pellington and you formed this path, did you think it was going to happen this rapidly, this employment change coming?
Well, actually, to be honest with you, Mike, I actually did think things were going to be happening fairly quickly, and I haven't been disappointed. Changes are happening quite rapidly. I think the positive thing is that it's not all negative. There's a lot of great new opportunities that are coming out, and look, as new technologies come out, there's going to be new skill sets required. There's going to be new opportunities. There's going to be new careers. 95% of jobs that people are going to be doing in the next 15 years haven't been invented yet. 95% of jobs.
I remember reading that and you just get blown away that it is changing so quickly. If you were to give, and I'm just conscious of time, if you give one piece of advice to someone now listening, whether they're in a job or out of a job at the moment, about career management, what would you be saying to them right now about where things are going? Just go, this is something I'd say you should be doing today.
Well, without a doubt, it would be take a look at your industry and take a look at some of the trends and some of the changes that you're seeing there, and take a look where things are going, and just see where your skill sets sit. You will need new skill sets. What type of skill sets are there? And I guess I'd also give a second bit of advice too, and that is, what is it you love doing? What are the things that you really enjoy? What are you really good at doing? And have to think about those things as well, because really, we're working a long time, so you want to be doing things that you enjoy. So let's focus on the things that you love to do and get better at them.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Pellington giving you control so you have choice to do the things you love. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Peter, I am conscious of time. I'm watching the clock because I know he's got another appointment. I really appreciate you coming in. That's been fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike.